Alright, my new shooting spot today in the forest. Nice and quiet out here. A couple of trucks just went by. But for the most part quiet. A few motorcycles. Usually the motorcycles are on the other side of the forest where the shooters are generally this side. I guess this would be like the north side of the freeway. Bikers are usually on the south side, heading towards the Oregon coast. So I'm using a Sauer SP2022 double action, single action. This one does have tritium sights on it, but they are not suppressor height, so you do have to look through the suppressor and put that on top of whatever you were shooting at. Of course, it is heavy for single hand use. This gun, relatively short grip, about 15, well it's 15 rounds plus one in the chamber, so it's not real high capacity, and this is a pretty fat grip that I have installed on it. There's a smaller one. One thing that I do not like about this grip is you squish it and it moves a little bit, and that kind of bugs me. The plastic is extremely aggressive on it. It'll work as sandpaper if you used your finger against it enough. You can see some of my skin came off. So, but that's okay. It has a loaded round chamber indicator here that if you slide your finger there, there's no missing it. This thing definitely is ready to go bang. Has a silky smooth slide. It's a really nice slide, better than like the Walters or the HKs of this class. This is the actual threaded barrel that comes with this gun. So it is the, it's not righty-tighty, it's the exact opposite of that. And it's really, really nicely machined. It's not just threads put on the end of the barrel, but they put some real effort into the layout and so forth. I think they have an angle they build into it so it's supposed to lock onto suppressors better. And it does when it gets warm. This thing doesn't, actually this thing just simply doesn't try to come loose on it. So that's kind of nice, because when you try to tighten it up, you instinctively twist the wrong direction with this one. But it's a bummer because the piston in there is probably $60, and the suppressor that adapts to this barrel. So it'd be nice if it was just right-hand turn like all the other 9mm. I think I mentioned the trigger on this. The trigger is double action, single action. And when I say double action, I mean it is a really nice double action. If somehow it was possible for the single action to break on one of these, and so it had to be double action always, you would do okay with this gun anyhow, because the double action really is quite nice. Let's give it a go. A lot of echo in here, so it's a little louder. Someone could guess that these are subsonic, 147 grain. Someone could guess that you were shooting a gun if you were, 50 yards away and couldn't see this, but they would probably be suspecting that you're using a pellet gun. This guy has a hammer drop, so it's double action again. Completely hearing safe though, but quite a bit louder than the other spot I'm shooting, where there's a lot of trees and leaves around you and so forth. A lot of cover for sound to be mitigated and absorbed. So if you're shooting this in your house, for example, there was an invasion, it'd be loud. The person you're shooting at would know definitely that you're shooting a gun at them, or certainly shooting something at them. Probably not good. They're probably panicking. But it's not the deafening kaboom that's going to leave permanent hearing loss. That's not what you're expecting. And so we fired it, so it's now cocked. Now we're in single action. Very nice single action. Drop it again, double action. If you were going to say that a pistol could have a revolver double action like trigger, this would fall into that class. Yep, I'm blocking my own view. Maybe I'll shoot a little further away. Last round, guns open, ready for a new magazine. Traditional magazine drop on the side. 147 grain. Well, let's go back in. These are reloads. Who can afford manufacturer ammo, especially if it's hollow point or something? Used to be you could get like cheap hollow point that would be like, you know, the difference between full metal jacket and hollow point. If it's just basic hollow point, nothing bonded, just basic hollow point would be you turn the bullet around in the final die and you squish out a bullet with the soft lead exposed, and it'd be like $2 more a box, so you could get like, you know, some 9mm 50 round box and nothing. Full metal jacket 9mm might have been like $12 and $14 for the really cheap hollow point. But I'm not sure if it's because of Obama or not, but it doesn't seem like people want to sell you hollow point for less than like 75 cents to $1 per round. It's got to be some magical bonded something or other. I would say that if you were that frisbee over there or whatever, you kept moving, you might survive. Crap, I didn't put down my tarp, so I guess I'll have to go looking for those guys. It's okay, I got thousands and thousands of them, but still. Alright, so that's all of my subsonic ammo, so from here on out it's just going to be plinking. And I guess I'll have the camera off for that. So anyhow, let's see if it's, yeah, the suppressor's locked in place. It's not trying to come loose or anything, so you don't have to worry about a baffle strike. I'll have to bring another gun up here. This seems kind of loud, so I'll have to bring another threaded barrel to this spot. But I think it's just that there's no trees and so forth, not enough trees to absorb all the sound. Anyway, I hear a motorcycle coming. I don't want to scare him, so I'll put the suppressor away for a moment. Thanks for watching.